What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to a brand new latest Liverpool transfer news and rumors video. Let me know what is your transfer target wish list. Let me know in the comments below for Liverpool FC and for Jurgen Klopp. Let's make it hypothetical that Liverpool will make the Champions League. Let's hope that the monumental collapse won't happen. I think we need 7 points from the last 3 games to make the Champions League, because Man United have really tough games like Arsenal away and Tottenham away and also Southampton away, and they are focusing mainly on the Europa League. But let's talk about first the biggest transfer rumor is that Virgil van Dijk has verbally agreed to move to Liverpool in the summer if Liverpool make the Champions League. I'm not sure how reliable the source is. It's from a website called readliverpoolfc.com, and the website says that Van Dijk has already spoken with Jurgen Klopp about the club's future plans, and also we have a good relationship with Southampton. Just think about so many players that we signed from Southampton, and most of them were successes. I think Adam Lallana has been an outstanding player for Liverpool, especially this season. Nathan Clyne has been a pretty solid right back, even though he can improve his game going forward, and also Dejan Lovren, who has been okay this season, but I think he also can improve. And we also signed Ricky Lambert from Southampton and other players as well. So we actually sent more than £100 million to Southampton's transfer budget in the recent seasons. So maybe we have a little bit of advantage over other clubs. And there are actually 3 players that we are interested in from Southampton. The first one is Virgil van Dijk. He would take a massive offer of like 50 million, but I wouldn't be upset if Liverpool broke the transfer record. First of all, because it wipes out Andy Carroll from Liverpool's transfer history as the most expensive transfer, because that has been an absolute ridiculous transfer fee and a car crash of a transfer. And also Van Dijk would improve our defense massively, and it would put players like Lovren, Klavan and Lucas on the bench, and I think a Matip-Van Dijk centre-back partnership could be the way forward. And we also could have a new left back at Liverpool, who is none other than Southampton left back Ryan Bertrand, who is also linked with Liverpool. And it's a very interesting link, because Southampton would be reluctant to lose 2 of their first choice back 4, but Chelsea and Liverpool are also monitoring the situation. He's 27 years old, and he has made it clear to his teammates at Southampton that he thinks that he will make a transfer in the summer. And the interest is growing with Southampton. And we have actually been linked with Ryan Bertrand when he was at Chelsea. He started their Champions League final in 2012. He left Chelsea in search of regular first in football. And first he was on loan at Southampton, and then they signed him permanently. And I think he's a more natural left back than James Milner, but I still feel that we can do better than Ryan Bertrand. But I certainly wouldn't be upset with this transfer. I think he's an upgrade on James Milner, but I'm dreaming about somebody like Kolasinac or Rodriguez from Wolfsburg. He would be my first choice. And also still the links aren't going away to Ryan Sessegnon, but he's only 16 years old, so he wouldn't be first choice next season. And he's also encouraged to stay at Fulham by other players and the manager as well, so he can play regular football. And I will be honest, if I were Ryan Sessegnon, I would stay at Fulham for a couple of more years to develop my game further, to play week in, week out, get a lot of playing time, and then surely big clubs will come in for him. And also a very interesting Tao Hernandez, who is a 19-year-old France under-20 international. He's playing for Atletico Madrid. He actually played in the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Even though he didn't have a good game, he's a big talent. He already made 35 appearances for Atletico Madrid, and whoever makes that many games for one of the best teams in the world, because make no mistake, Atletico Madrid is one of the best teams in the world. They have been in the Champions League semi-finals for like 3 or 4 seasons in a row now. And he has a 24 million euro release clause in his contract, which means that he could be available for something like 18 million. Big question is, how would he adapt to playing football in a different country in the Premier League? But he could be tempted to sign for Liverpool because of first team football, and I think he could play either, you know, left back or maybe right back, but he's mainly a left back. And if I had to choose to sign Ryan Bertrand or this guy, I would sign this kid because he has a bigger ceiling, a bigger potential, and you know, there is something special about playing 35 times for Atletico Madrid as a 19-year-old, even though some of those have been substitute appearances. And Ryan Bertrand is 27 years old, so it's not like he will get that much better. So the potential ceiling for Tao Hernandez is definitely higher than Ryan Bertrand, and they would cost similar amount of money. So I would go for Tao Hernandez as our new left back. I think this would be just a brilliant transfer all around. And another transfer news, very interesting, is that Demarai Gray is also looking to make a transfer. He's a Leicester City winger. He has been, you know, very impressive for Leicester without much end product, but he's still just 20 years old. So he's again a player who could improve our squad, not necessarily the first team, and he could be available for 15 to 20 million. To spend that much on a squad player could be debatable, but if you consider how much, you know, the top players are going for, 15 to 20 million is the going rate for a talented young winger. For example, Jordan Ibe, who is, you know, who could only score like 1 or 2 goals for Liverpool in like 2 years, and he went for 15 million to Bournemouth, and yeah, he was just another talented young player. So Demarai Gray, I would be welcome him with open arms to Liverpool, because I think we need these kind of players, more of these kind of players who are direct, who can take on fullbacks, who have, you know, pace. We don't have a lot of pace in the team. Without Mane, we actually struggle to really play fast counter-attacking football. Origi has pace, you know, but Firmino, Coutinho, Sturridge, they are not the fastest players, and Demarai Gray would certainly add another dimension to Liverpool. And also I wanted to talk about Naby Keita, who recently said that even though he is comfortable at RB Leipzig, he said, there are still 3 games to go, that's what I'm concentrating on, my agent takes care of everything else. When it's time, I will discuss the summer transfer window with my agent and my family. Which means that he leaves the door open for clubs to come in for him. And he had a brilliant season, but he's not a defensive midfielder, he's more a box-to-box midfielder. So he is more similar to Wijnaldum or Adam Lallana in that he actually scores quite a lot of goals, and I think he would be an absolutely fantastic transfer to make. He scored something like 8 goals already for RB Leipzig, and to be second in the Bundesliga with him playing most of the games is very impressive for a newly promoted side. So I would be happy if we signed him, and I think he's a huge talent. But this is why, you know, a lot of clubs will be interested in him, and this is why it's absolutely crucial for Liverpool to make the Champions League, because without Champions League football we have no chance to sign players like Van Dijk, players like Tao Hernandez, players like Naby Keita. We have absolutely no chance. So we have to finish in the top 4. Another very interesting transfer news, that Liverpool are eyeing a transfer for Malaga forward Sandro Ramirez, who used to be a Barcelona youngster. They sold him because he was, of course, not getting in the team ahead of Suarez or Neymar or Messi. He's only 21 years old, but he already scored 10 goals in all competitions for Malaga, and I remember him scoring a great goal against Barcelona where Malaga beat Barcelona 2-1. And you don't do that if you don't have something about you. So again, he's a young player. I would prefer if we signed a center forward who is a proven, center forward, somebody like Lacazette. But Lacazette, they are already saying that they have a deal, a kind of an agreement with Atletico Madrid, but the transfer is not done yet. Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas said that Lacazette's move to Atletico Madrid has been 2 years in the making. So Atletico Madrid has been talking to Lyon for 2 years, and the Lyon president confirmed this, but they said that perhaps Lacazette would like to stay. We haven't spoken about it directly. I will see him on Friday and we will know more about that, more after that. So Lacazette, if he wants to leave Lyon, he will definitely leave for only a Champions League club. And I'm not sure on Jurgen Klopp's opinion whether he fits into our system, because I don't know what kind of system Lyon plays. But I know that they play 4-3-3, but I'm not sure if how much they are high pressing in their games usually. But yeah, I'm not sure how much Lacazette would fit into our side. But of course, I really want Liverpool to get him. It would definitely improve our team. But if we can't get him, I'm sure that there are some top strikers available. And also, the Liverpool Echo rubbished the links to Cesc Fabregas, which I'm happy about, even though he's a quality midfielder. For 30 million, I think we can sign a lot better, younger players. Fabregas has great vision, brilliant, passing range, so he would definitely improve our team. But to spend 30 million on a 29-year-old, I don't think that fits into the Liverpool transfer policy, if I'm being honest. And I don't really like him as a player. I think we need more dynamic players in the side, somebody like Naby Keita. So I would prefer if Liverpool signed Naby Keita. And also Aurel Romeu, another player linked with Liverpool. He's a defensive midfielder for Southampton, and even though he's not world class, we don't have that kind of profile of a player, maybe apart from Lucas, and he's certainly better than Lucas, so he would improve our squad options for sure. So let me know who is your summer transfer wish list in the comments below for Liverpool FC, and thanks for watching. See you later guys, goodbye.